With the NFL season starting tonight, in today's video, I just wanted to give my predictions on how the 2017 to 2018 NFL season will pan out. So, let's get right into it. The first thing we are going to start off with is my prediction for the Super Bowl champions. And I would have to say the Patriots, just because they're too good. They've added even more pieces from last season after winning the Super Bowl. I don't like the Patriots personally. I'm actually a Patriots hater, but I can admit that they are noticeably above the rest of the NFL. Just too many pieces, like I said before. They're getting Rob Gronkowski back, even though Julian Edelman went down. With all the people that they have on that team, with the legendary coach Bill Belichick, the legendary quarterback Tom Brady, I just don't see them losing, so that's why I picked them as the Super Bowl champions. Next, we're moving on to the next most prestigious award, and that is MVP, and I'm going to say Aaron Rodgers on this one. He's the most talented quarterback in the NFL. Notice I said most talented, not the greatest, because greatness and talent are two different things. He's the most talented quarterback in the NFL in my opinion, and he just carries Green Bay. He carries them. He is the only reason that they are good. They have good players, but they don't have franchise players like Aaron Rodgers. They have some decent offensive pieces, but Aaron Rodgers is their offense. They don't have even that good of a defense. Aaron Rodgers is their team, and that's why I think he will win MVP this season. For Coach of the Year, I have Pete Carroll. The Seahawks have fallen off in the last couple seasons, but I feel like this season they are going to make a comeback, and they are going to be that dominant Seahawks team that we were used to a couple years ago. I think Pete Carroll is going to re-rally his troops in, and I think that the Seahawks are going to have a great year, and Pete Carroll will win Coach of the Year. The Comeback Player of the Year, I'm going to have to say goes to J.J. Watt. He was already one of the most dominant players before he got injured, and when he comes back this year, I think that he will dominate even more. He's one of the best defensive players in the league, if not the best. You could argue that he's the best defensive player in the league, and rumor is that he's gotten even lighter, faster, and he's remained with the same strength. So look out for J.J. Watt. I think that he will be the Comeback Player of the Year. Next, we have Defensive Player of the Year, and I have Landon Collins. Landon Collins is one of my favorite young players in the NFL at only 23 years old. He's an elite safety for the Giants, and the reason that I think that he will win Defensive Player of the Year is because he's an all-around elite defensive player. He's excellent near the line of scrimmage, but he does play safety too, so he's also an excellent coverage player. He can get interceptions, he can deflect balls, but he can also make tackles. He's just one of the best, most well-rounded defensive players in the league, so I have Landon Collins winning Defensive Player of the Year. For Offensive Player of the Year, I have David Johnson, running back for the Arizona Cardinals. He's in his prime this year. I think that this is the first year that he's really going to start to, or maybe last year was, but I think that David Johnson is in his prime, and it's going to show this year. He's coming off of a breakout season last year, and I think that he will continue that success from last year. Now, moving on to the Rookie of the Years. First, we're going to start off with Defensive Rookie of the Year, and I would have to give it to Myles Garrett. Because Myles Garrett was picked number 1 overall for a reason. A lot of people had him as the obvious number 1 overall pick, and this is for a reason. He's one of the best defensive linemen in this draft. He's elite. He attacks the quarterback. He is an elite player, and I think that this will show this season. I think that he will be a great player for the Browns. I don't think he'll be one of the best defensive players of the league, but I think that he will definitely be the best defensive rookie in the league. Moving on to Offensive Rookie of the Year, we have Christian McCaffrey. The reason I picked Christian McCaffrey is not because I think he's the most talented offensive rookie, but because I think he has the most opportunities out of any rookie. He's a great running back, a great catching back, and a great returning back. And even though I said he's not the most talented offensive player, I still do think he is very talented, and I think that because of all the opportunities that he will have for Carolina, I think that his numbers will stack up and he will win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now, Moving on to the surprise team of the year, I picked the Broncos. And I'm a Broncos fan, so this might just be wishful thinking in my eyes, but they have the best defense in the league, so that is something going for them. And I think that their offense isn't bad. I think that if Brock Osweiler can make some things happen, then the Denver Broncos could surprise some people this year, turn some heads, and possibly make a splash in the playoffs. Now, I don't think that they will win the Super Bowl just because they're not good enough to win the Super Bowl, but I do think that they could surprise a lot of people with how far they go and how good they do this season. Now, last but not least, the category that we are going to end off on is the surprise player of the year, and it is actually a rookie. There were a lot of players that I think could have a breakout season this year and surprise a lot of people, but I picked a rookie because he was picked in the later rounds, and that person is Jamal Williams. He was picked in the 4th round by the Green Bay Packers. He's a running back out of BYU, and the things that he has going for him and why I think he could be a breakout player is because his body is built for the NFL. He's 6 feet tall, 220 pounds. He's quick and fast. He's not the quickest or fastest. He can break tackles. He's just a good, well-rounded back. He doesn't dance a lot. He's a very decisive runner. So he's going to get yards no matter what. He's not going to cause your team. He's a safe runner, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And on the Green Bay Packers, who have Aaron Rodgers and are a very pass-oriented team, I think that Jamal Williams will have a lot of touches this year, and I think that he can make a lot of good out of this. Please leave your thoughts on your award predictions for the upcoming NFL season down below. Please leave your favorite team, your favorite player, players that you like, just anything about the NFL, suggestions for future videos, and remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.